Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. My presentation topic is Women's Property Rights in Islam. Islam gave women property and inheritance rights over 1400 years ago, long before any modern law or movement. Today, I'll explain these rights through Quranic verses, hadith, and scholarly sources. Before Islam, women were treated as property. They couldn't inherit, own, or buy anything. Islam changed this completely. Allah revealed clear verses in the Quran giving women a legal identity, financial independence, and full rights to inherit and own property. The Quran clearly mentions in Surah An-Nisa, verse 7, "For men is a share of what the parents and close relatives leave, and for women is a share of what the parents and close relatives leave, be it little or much, a legal share." This verse established equality in inheritance rights. Both men and women are entitled to a share. In Surah An-Nisa verses 11 and 12, Allah describes exact shares for different relations. If there's only one daughter, she receives half. Two or more daughters share 2/3 collectively. A wife receives 1/4 if there are no children and 1/8 if there are. The mother gets 1/3 if there are no children and 1/6 if there are. These rules are not man-made. They're divine commands from Allah Himself. The Prophet Muhammad said in Sahih al-Bukhari, Hadith 6732, "Allah has given everyone their due right, so there is no will for an heir." This means inheritance shares are fixed by Allah alone. From the Prophet's time, women's rights to property and inheritance were clearly protected by divine command. Islam allows women to earn, own, buy, and sell property independently. Whatever a woman earns belongs completely to her. No one can take it away. The Prophet's wife, Hazrat Khadija, was a respected businesswoman. Islam never limits women's financial freedom. Instead, it honors and safeguards it. The Prophet Muhammad upheld women's inheritance rights with justice and compassion. In Sunan Abu Dawud, Hadith 2891, a woman complained her brother took her daughter's inheritance. The Prophet, following Allah's command in Surah An-Nisa 4:11, ordered, "Give the daughters 2/3, the mother 1/8, and the remainder to the uncle." In Sunan Ibn Majah, Hadith 2736, he said, "A woman inherits from her husband and he inherits from her, as long as neither has harmed the other." These authentic hadiths prove that Islam not only granted women inheritance rights, it protected them through divine justice. Islam's inheritance system is built on justice, not gender superiority, but financial responsibility. Men receive a larger share because they bear greater financial duties. They must give mahar as dowry, provide family maintenance, and support their relatives. As Allah says in Quran 4:34, "Men are protectors and maintainers of women because Allah has made one excel the other, and because they support them from their wealth." Imam al-Qurtubi beautifully explains, "The man's double share is not due to superiority, but because he is responsible for providing for the woman and the family." Thus, Islam ensures fairness, balancing rights with responsibilities. Even today, many Muslim women are still denied the inheritance Allah has granted them. Patriarchal customs often override Quranic justice. In many societies, women face pressure to give up their rightful share, not by Islamic law, but by social traditions. Religion is sometimes misinterpreted, allowing culture to distort divine commandments. As Najmun Khatun 2023 rightly says, almost all Islamic countries are dominated by social and cultural practices instead of Quranic law and Sunnah. It's time to return to true Islamic justice, where women receive the rights that Allah Himself has guaranteed. Islam commands us to live by the Quran and Sunnah, to uphold justice, educate families, and protect women's inheritance rights. As Allah says in Surah An-Nahl 1690, "Indeed, Allah commands justice, the doing of good and giving to relatives." Islam grants women divine dignity and financial equality. Denying them their inheritance is not just injustice, it is a major sin. The Prophet warned in Sunan ibn Majah, Hadith 2703, whoever deprives an heir of his inheritance, Allah will deprive him of paradise. Even non-Muslim scholars recognize this fairness. As Gustave Le Bon said, the principles of inheritance in the Quran reveal great justice and fairness. Let us, therefore, return to the true teachings of Islam, where every woman receives the rights that Allah has honored her with, and justice stands above culture, custom, and ignorance. Thank you everyone for listening. May Allah guide us to stand for justice and fulfill His commands with sincerity.